More than 22,000 people are now confirmed to have been killed in the earthquake which struck Turkey and Syria, though the United Nations is now warning that the full extent of the disaster is still unclear. Rescuers continue to search through the rubble for survivors, working round the clock. Indian rescuers are playing a key part in all of this, but the conditions are bad. Freezing weather conditions. It's increasingly looking very, very difficult indeed. Let's go straight across to my colleague Tanushree, who joins us from close to the epicenter of the earthquake in Turkey. Give us a sense, Tanushree, of how it's now a desperate battle against time, because if people are to have survived, they have to be brought out now. They may not survive very much longer.
Absolutely, Vishnu, and that is precisely the rescuers both from Turkey and India are worried about. It's the fifth day since the earthquake has struck southeastern Turkey and the Syrian border, and now the chances are just getting slimmer by the second, by each passing second. Even, in fact, we have been talking to the NDRF teams which have come from India, and even they are saying that the first 48 hours to 72 hours are the most crucial hours. If in this kind of a devastation, in a disaster of this magnitude, if anybody, as you rightly said, if anybody had to survive, those people have already been pulled out alive. Now there are very little chances that there is anyone being trapped inside the rubble and is still alive. And police officers and the rescue teams are also telling us that all they expect right now to find the dead bodies. It is very extremely tragic, and even when I say this, it is very sad for us as well, but this is the harsh reality on the ground. I'll quickly show you, Vishnu. This is Nurda. This is one of the worst affected place in Gaziantep province. Gaziantep is the epicenter of the Turkey earthquake, and right behind me you can see the visuals of not just one building, multiple buildings which have collapsed. And eyewitnesses, Vishnu, have told us that these buildings of these multi-storied buildings of 35 floors took them less than 2 seconds to collapse. So we can actually imagine the kind of the power of that earthquake, the magnitude of that earthquake. And that was not just one earthquake. One earthquake was closely followed, in fact, by several aftershocks, and that is what has caused this kind of an unprecedented, unbelievable devastation. We have been going around the city and province of Gaziantep, and also Kahramanmaraş, which is one of the places which is the worst affected. Also Nurda. We spoke to the Indian ambassador to Turkey, and these are the reports we are going to show you. We are going to show our audience. These are the reports we have filed from ground zero of massive devastation and unbelievable human tragedy from Turkey. We are on the ground in Kahramanmaraş. It is one of the epicenters where a 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck, and you can see that the huge machineries which have been brought in, the equipment are trying to basically dig inside the ground and trying to get the most debris out, so that if anybody is inside there, anybody who is stuck beneath the crumbled houses can be pulled out. I will try and speak to, if I can. This woman here is standing and she's crying, and people are absolutely inconsolable because they have lost their homes. You used to live here, ma'am. I'm very sorry. You used to live here. You lived here. Yes. I'm extremely sorry to ask you this. Have you lost someone in your family? Family. Sorry, my family. Your family. You used to live here. This happened on Monday. This is one of the images which I would want to show to our viewers. This is a soft toy along with some of the books, torn books which are lined here. And this will tell you the devastation and the human cost of it. Many children have lost their lives. Only in Turkey, more than 18,000 people have already lost their lives. And we have been speaking to eyewitnesses and families, and they are saying that still many people are missing. Many family members are still missing, and they don't want to say it, they do not even want to imagine it, but they think that they have now lost them, as it's the 5th day ever since the tragedy struck Turkey, and all the rescuers can find right now are the dead bodies. And you can see here shoes, books, toys, clothes. If I can just speak to you for 2 seconds, sir. You are from police.
Yes,
Sir, how many people have been rescued alive?
7 or 8 people rescued from the earthquake day, but I think more than 50 people live in that apartment. There are 14 apartments in that building, but as you can see, there is no professional work. We need professional team and professional equipment.
Soon after the news of this tragedy was received in India, our Prime Minister, while conveying his condolences, also announced that all possible assistance will be provided to Turkey in this difficult moment. And in that context, 5 C-17 aircraft have arrived in Turkey from India, and they have brought NDRF search and rescue teams and also a mobile hospital from the Indian Army.